Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to Chocolate Covered Pages. I'm Kiona, and in today's video I am taking y'all bookstore hopping with me in Curacao because I'm here for my 6-year wedding anniversary. But of course, you know, wherever I go, I'm going to find a bookstore. So let's see what they're talking about over there. Okay, I thought this was the English section. These are not in English. That's a little iron flame. I thought that was in English. Is it though? This is pretty. Look at this with the sprayed edges. We don't have this one. No, it's definitely, I think it's in Dutch. Oh, Salva's here. These are pretty. Okay. On vacation? It's not in English. The title's in English, but it's not in English. Okay, so now we're looking for books in English. English. Ingalls. Alright. This is us. Family lore. Let me just confirm it's in English. Okay, it is in English. How much is this? $43.85. So $43.85 is around 20 something US. Switched over. And y'all already know how I felt about family lore, so I'm not here to get that. I already have that. Oh, what a cute version of Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. I like this version. This is pretty. Okay, let's see. Do I see anything? Okay. Infinite Threads. Michelle Obama. It's always good to see. Oh, it's a little damage back here. Oh, the cat missing books. I have this. First of all, how cute is this version? I have this in the house, and my version does not look like this. My version is hardcover. But this one is really cute. House of Odysseus. I would be interested in this. I don't know why, but for some reason, even though this is not a used bookstore, a lot of these books are kind of like bent and damaged. And it's like, if I'm gonna spend, I want the book to be in perfect condition. Okay, so None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. Y'all know how I felt about this book. I love this book. Yeah, this version, this cover is kind of whack. Okay, what else? The House in the Pines. I know I hated this. I hated this so much. The Sun Sister. I don't know what this is. Whatever this is, they have a lot of it. Y'all know I like a big book. Okay. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Y'all know I hated this one too. River Sing Me Home. See, now this is something that I would be interested in getting, but I just got this from Book Outlet, and the cover that I got is way prettier than this. Way prettier. Danielle Steele, of course. The Covenant of Water in paperback. I must say I'm a little tempted because I have the hardcover of this, and the hardcover is a brick. But okay, 51.60, so we're talking about 20 something US. I think that's it for the English. Yeah, that's in Dutch. This is cute. Motherland. Is that supposed to be motherland? Is it motherland in English? Well, it's definitely in Dutch, but this cover eats. I think that might be it for the English. Yep. Yeah, so it seems like this store has a very small English section, just this area here, and then the rest is mostly like Dutch, written in Dutch, which obviously makes sense. And there's a lot of like stationery and cards and pens and stuff that you could get, so it's cute, but not really recommended if you only need English books. So right now, obviously I'm not going to get anything. We're going to get back in the car. We're going to go get something to eat because I didn't eat anything for the day. And then after that, we're going to go to bookstore number 2.
Hello, how you doing?
If any questions, let me know.
Okay. Where do you have most of your English language books? In the back?
Yeah, in the back. There's this on the table as well. And this is all in English. About the Caribbean, other islands than ours, other countries. And this is English language history, not in a particular alphabetical order, but a little bit on subject. And this is just literature and detectives and so on. It's more or less on alphabetical order. So it starts with the A and it continues over here. And then it continues on the couch and over there because I don't have space. The rest, this is all Dutch. There's also English.
And so the fiction is kind of mixed in.
Yeah, so the Russians are over here. Downstairs is all Dutch. Upstairs is English, a mix of English and Dutch. And this is all in the English language, translated in English or originally in English.
Okay.
And it continues on the couch and over here. And then the Japanese and the Chinese and the Indians are somewhere there. And this is the children's books there also.
And those are the Asian books those are in the original language or in English?
English or Dutch.
Okay, yeah. In this room here?
Yes.
Okay, so
yeah.
I've made it to the secondhand bookstore and I'm here with Ambrose, who's the owner of this lovely shop. Would you introduce yourself? What is the name of this shop? How do you pronounce it?
It's called Hirschen Reif. Family names.
Oh, your family name? Oh, wow. Okay, so what made you decide that you want to make a bookstore here in Curacao?
This store had been in my head for over 25 years, I think, because I like these kinds of stores. So wherever I go, I visit these kinds of stores, and I was missing such a store on the island. It didn't exist. And I was a history teacher for a long time.
Wow.
I'm married to someone who was born on the island, so that's the reason why I came here. But since I studied in Holland, I come from Holland, I always had the feeling that I want to be in such a store. And so finally I decided to go for it, which is a very leap in the unknown.
Yes. Because you're doing something that's not, you
No,
don't find on every corner
No,
in
and
Curacao.
no, there's no one else, you know.
So I noticed that you have such an amazing, just a mix of different genres, different types of authors from
Yeah,
different countries.
yeah.
Who would you say is your favorite Black author?
At the moment, I'm reading this.
Beatty.
It's
Okay,
it's,
respect.
it's the best I've read in a long time. Not black, not white, whatever.
Right.
Just
literature.
general.
Yeah.
It's so fantastic. Every sentence, every tongue in cheek. It's the satire, the irony. It's so powerful. Really would like to meet this guy just to be to hear what he has to say. I'd love to read more from him. So this is my at the moment.
Okay.
I would say it's very rare.
Wow.
Very
That
rare.
one was quite popular
Yes,
for a
yes,
long
it's-
time.
it's-
I'm sure for good reason.
It's
I've actually never read it,
off you.
but I want to. So you like satire?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We need it. We need
Yeah.
it.
It's
Yes.
it can be very humorous, but
Yes.
also very much
Yes.
you
It
know.
makes you really, but this one is every sentence is so good, and I'm not black, so I wouldn't know how you would. I'm very curious to know how you would, because I'm not an American either. So
Right,
there are many
right.
things in this that I really have. I try to look some things up because for you it would be very
different experience.
Yes, and
Yeah.
also you know all the references when you do it. So
But isn't that the amazing thing about literature? This book has found its way to this woman from Holland.
yes. No. It's a very good book.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
love that.
It's true.
So,
yes.
what would you say is a book that you'd always go back to?
Very difficult question because there's so
So
many.
many.
So many.
What are some of the ones that you would say they've stuck with you over the years?
I think many books, maybe, I'm not allowed to say it anymore, but I think your Philip Roth is one of the greatest
Okay.
writers ever. Like he's like, we also have Dutch writers like that, but when you read, it doesn't matter really if you're reading Foreigner's Complaint or there are so many books of his that are so important and they make you laugh loud.
Now I see what type of reader you are. I see.
And it's so
You like
it's
books
very-
that bite.
Yes.
Yes.
It has to be a little. It would be good if we had more literature from Curacao translated into English.
Yes. I tried to find that.
Yes, it's very, very hard. There's only 1 or 2 or 3 serious books or literature translated in English, and it's a pity because people like you ask for it,
Yeah.
and there's a market for it.
Oh yeah.
So I hope that somebody will.
There's
this
literally a
up.
publisher that their publishing house, well, they're an imprint of Harper. They're called Harper Via, and what they do is they publish, they grab, international books and they translate.
Yeah.
That's the entire imprint, just
Very
translate.
good.
So
Yeah.
people make their way. Maybe they'll see this video. Sometimes they watch, so who
You
knows?
never know. You never know. No, I had a writer in my store. I think 2 months ago. Her name is Naima Koster. She's from
Oh
New York.
yes, I know Naima Costa.
Yes. And I think her grandfather or great grandfather was from Curacao,
Whoa.
Bookstore, the sea.
Yes.
And so it was very nice to meet her. And I think that these kinds of young writers are very, very inspiring for all of us.
Yes.
So just why am I talking about her? She was
She
also
came to this store.
asking about, I think, translated into English, something like that. Yes, she came to this store.
That's
yes.
amazing.
So we started
She'll
following
take
her.
a picture.
Yes. I think she made a picture as well, maybe on her Instagram. But I'm very happy to do this, and even if there's no one here, it's like I'm in my study.
You just read and just
Of course.
feel the breeze. I mean,
Yeah.
just even being
Yeah.
surrounded by books, I can imagine.
Yes,
it's
no, it's very much okay to be here. So it was very, very out of out of my comfort zone to be a bookseller, but I'm very happy that I did this. And obviously, my husband he told me just try it for 3 years and you'll see how it goes. A very nice landlord, so I'm very happy to have found this place to rent. So I'm very lucky to be in the position to be able to do this because I get, especially on this island, because we know our sort of strange combination of first and third world country. I get that not many people can make that decision. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make see where
I'm gonna open a bookstore.
yeah, I'm going to open a bookstore and I'm going to make some real money. No, it's something that's.
Hey y'all. Okay, so I am now back at my Airbnb. My camera actually overheated while I was talking to Ann Rose, but just know we had the absolute best conversation. She was so sweet, and we continued talking about just multiple books that she loves. Another thing, we were still talking about Black authors and stuff, and she also said that she's a big fan of Toni Morrison, and we were just talking about some of her favorite Toni Morrison books, and she was just saying how she really loves jazz. And that was a little bit of a surprise for me because a lot of people don't typically say that jazz is their favorite Toni. So I haven't personally read jazz. I do have a copy of it, and so it definitely made me more hyped to read it. And she also mentioned that she also loves Sula. I also really love Sula. So you might be wondering why I'm wearing these sunglasses, because it was so hot. Her bookstore is like an open air type of bookstore. The windows are open, the door just kind of flies open, and it's just a very airy kind of island type of bookstore basically. There's no air condition, so I was already sweating on my way there, and then when I got there I was sweating some more. So my makeup done ran off my face, so we're gonna do these for now. We're gonna do these for now, but I definitely want to show you guys what I got. I feel like I got some really good gems, and I definitely am excited to bring them back to put them in my library. So let me show y'all what I got. And obviously all of these are secondhand. I got Climate of Fear, The Quest for Dignity in a Dehumanized World by Wole Soyinka. So I have been interested in Wole Soyinka since he won the Nobel Prize for Literature. Because I'm typically interested in the Black authors that win those, because it's usually an author that I've never heard of, and I'm interested, right? So I came across this because I just want to collect his works. I actually thought it was fiction, but I don't think it is. No, it's not fiction. This is non-fiction. So I'm excited to add that to my library. Another author that, well, another book that Ann Rose mentioned while we were chatting was Tutuba, The Girl from the Slave Ship Lusden by Cynthia McLeod. And this author was recommended by Ann Rose. She is a Suriname author, which I never heard of. I never heard of this author before, Cynthia McLeod. And, you know, I'm absolutely interested because I'm always trying to find, especially Black authors that are writing, that have books that have been translated into English. I absolutely want to read them. So I'm excited to get to that. I also got this vintage, very vintage copy of James Baldwin's Tell Me How Long the Train's Been Gone. This I'm very excited about. I actually, this was on her desk, and while we were talking, I had zeroed in on it, and I was like, oh, I want that. When we finish talking, I'm gonna get that book over there. Yes. I've never seen this version, but it's super vintage looking. So another vintage James Baldwin she had was Nobody Knows My Name, More Notes of a Native Son. I've not seen this version at all, and it's super little, and the pages still look pretty good. And she also hit me off with some of her her bookmarks that have the name of the store on it. So I'm really excited to, you know, get into these. Obviously, I really enjoy traveling, if you haven't figured it out already. And every time I go to another country, I want to know where the bookstores, how far are the bookstores from where we're going to be staying, because I know I want to go and check them out. And I just feel so pleased. I love that she has a very important why on why she has put this bookstore together. I just love the whole thing, and I really hope that she, you know, continues to keep this store there, because I feel like the people in that community really, you know, need it. You know, I feel like every community needs a bookstore. So I'm very happy to have stopped by and to have met her, and you know, we're definitely going to continue chatting books and connecting. So I'm happy about that. But anyway, as y'all can see, I didn't get anything from the first place, but I had a very strong feeling that I was gonna get some good stuff at the second store. So, oh, and then she had these bottles in her store. I thought they was alcohol. I asked her, and she was like, no, those are not alcohol. I was like, listen, it's the island life. It very could have been alcohol, but it wasn't. It was honey, because her, oh, where is it? Oh, where is it? Oh, because her husband has beehives, and this was her husband's honey that he had bottled up. And we definitely are taking some with us back to the States, because we love honey, especially honey, like raw honey, you know, real honey, not that teddy bear high fructose corn syrup that they be trying to give people. I'm not interested in that. So anyway, I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, just getting a look at what some of these bookstores in the Curacao area look like, especially if you decide to come here. If you're new here, I hope that you will subscribe for more bookish content like this, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.